Good evening, everybody. It's 6 o'clock in sunny Florida. It's a bit chilly, but you come to my show, Dare to Dream. I'm your host, Graham Williamson, international intuitive, evidential medium, and psychic. Welcome to goingsolomedia.com. Today's topic, letting go. I've got a friend in England who does angel cards, and her favourite phrase is letting go. When she hears it, she starts singing The Frozen. But what's that got to do with the show? Well, letting go can be taken seriously or with an open heart. I'm referring to those people who have passed in your circle, those that you love, those that you know, interacted with. It's a serious topic. But to get around it, what do we celebrate every Christmas? The birth of somebody. And we all buy presents and everything. And it's been going on nearly 2,000 years, or over 2,000, whatever it is. And we celebrate it. And at Easter, we celebrate again the death and the fact that Jesus Christ rose again. Hey, Ray, welcome. This is the lady I was talking about. She loves the phrase letting it go. So, but getting back to the narrative, the fact that we celebrate special occasions and we don't really think about it. What about Halloween? It's all about spirit. And yet the minute it becomes personal, we switch off emotionally. Or in some cases, our emotions are completely shredded. You don't know what to do, what to say, where to go, or conduct yourself in any logical way at all. Our minds just can't cope. And yet we feel this ache in our heart for somebody that's passed. I don't. That might sound harsh, but I don't feel an emptiness or an ache in my heart when somebody I love has passed over. In fact, last Sunday, the first Sunday of the year, one of my best friends of over 15 years tragically passed. And my very good friend who introduced me to him contacted me at 10:43 at night. I said, he's gone. I said, what do you mean? He's passed away. His sister found him today. I was sad for the sister to actually find her brother passed away. That is, I don't wish it on anybody, ever. One of my stepdaughters is a hospice nurse, or my family nurse. I've seen death. I've seen people dying, epileptic, grand mal seizures, heart attacks. I've seen it. And I've seen people who have passed away being found in the Mediterranean. I'm not a stranger to death. I don't enjoy it. I'm not heartless. But I've learned to say, we're born for a limited time. I want to make my time on this earth worthwhile and to touch people's hearts and memories. So later they say, I knew him, he always made me laugh. Or whatever reason that you remember me. But hopefully it's a positive. Because life is about living your life to the best of your ability for yourself. And if you're happy, other people go, hey, look at him, he's always smiling, he's always happy. It's not hiding anything. As I said in many of my shows, I've experienced a lot of things and I don't know how I've managed to carry on. But then I stop, look back, and I honour all the things that have been negative in my life. All those people who've passed whom I have loved. My best friend on Sunday. We had so much fun together. We enjoyed each other's time. My parents who've passed, relatives who've passed, even my animals that have passed. I don't feel totally lost. The fact that they're no longer with me physically. There's part of me that says, Wish I could take my dog for a walk, or I wish I could stroke my cat, or even my hamster. Yeah, I had a hamster. And go out with my friend and chit chat, or go and watch a movie or something, whatever. Yeah, I miss that little piece. But the biggest part for me is being a medium. I know within a couple of days of my friend passing, he made himself known to me and his family. Believe it or not, it was at his funeral. Yeah, it sounds strange. I'm watching the video his sister made of his funeral because I couldn't get up to the burial. And this gentleman who works for the cemetery walks on screen, and I'm not kidding you, at the position he came in on that camera looked like my best friend. And I froze the film, took a picture, sent it to his sister, said, "Look who's here." She couldn't believe it. She says, that's the guy that works at the cemetery. She said, "But that looks like," I said, "Yeah." He let go of his physical form, not his spirit. You see, we've all got that spirit inside us. It's what animates our bodies. With spirit having a human experience. I don't want to be remembered, oh, I've died, by whatever way, I've died. And everybody's sad for that one moment in my life. I'm 68. I've got 68 years behind me. I'm going to be 69 soon, this year. I don't want you to remember me on that day I died and be sad about it. Well, is that going to be wasted? All those past days, events and situations, the loves, the happiness, the sadness, whatever it is. I let go of the past. It comes with me. It follows me. It will never be disappeared. But it's how I look at it. I was in the Navy. My best friend took my ship. He went to the Falklands, never came back. And then I found his body by spirit connection on a ship, told why I told us. How did you know about that? Because his spirit spoke to me. "Thanks for coming down with that reef, Graham," he said. Because I took a reef on behalf of his family when I found out I was going to the Falklands after the war. His family found out I was going. I said, "I've already got it for you." You see, I let go of the humanity part, the human part, the physical part, this piece. That's gone. It's gone back into the atoms of the earth because we were created from the earth. But our spirits aren't. Our spirits are animated by whatever divine force you wish to call it is. It connects everything with everybody. My friend who's come in, Ray, she does angel cards. I do spirit readings. We have a blast together. But technical difficulties today, our show didn't go on. This show today, somehow my friend's able to watch. But we can't do the show. So Going Solo Network is helping my friend join in with me. And to let go, you've got to be honest with yourself. You may call me positive and negative phraseology. I'm not worried because I've experienced what I've experienced, and it's made me stronger to help people going through the same thing that I experienced in a different way. Because our spirits do not stop growing. Even those people who have tragically died by suicide, or whatever term you want to call it, who've died tragically by an accident, or just it was their time for the heart to say, "I've had enough." All these ways of passing. What are you going to do about it? My friend had been ill for a very long time. He had to move from Florida up to Ohio to be near his sister and her family. Lived next door. Because he knew he could not cope on his own anymore. He missed Florida deeply, mainly because of the weather, And also because of his friends being down here. He loves Florida. I'll always know Florida for my friend being in it. But my heart is overflowing with happy memories. But it's not going to make me sad that he's passed. Because I can't change that. That's the thing that you've got to learn to let go. In letting go of what if, I want, I need. You can't change what is. As far as somebody passing, you just can't do it. All you can do is remember them from your heart. And I can guarantee you, within minutes of you opening your heart to say, I remember my friend, you start thinking of all those memories together, the happy stuff. Yeah, you're going to get the occasional, yeah, but he's dead. But it's him or her or it stirring those memories, because you've opened your heart to the fact they're out of pain. They're free. They're going to grow in spirit without the humanity holding them down, the pain, the suffering. Life is what you make it. And we've all seen so many different films on TV and at the movies and the DVDs, Netflix and all the rest of it. And all these different movies about life and death, emotion. But this is where I'm different from most of you. I decided to create a show of daring to dream. And my friend Ray, we do it amazing, isn't it? We live our life to the best of our abilities. I don't know what they are. I don't limit them. I've let it go. The limitation factor. Are you letting it go? Are you letting your heart speak louder than your head? Are you pre-thinking before you listen to your heart? Your guts always tell you when it feels right or wrong, but do you listen? To go in solo doesn't mean standing on your own, being alone. It means standing on your own and being accountable for yourself. I dared to dream over 21 years ago. I came over here December 2001, met my wife. I've been back to England twice in 21 years. I don't regret it. I've missed certain members of my family, but I can't afford to travel backwards and forwards. Just drop of a hat. Just can't. I've let that part of my life go. And it's important that I do, because this is my home. This is my family. I have family all over America and England. Well, Great Britain. I've got friends all over Great Britain, all over America. I've got friends in Canada, Australia. I've got them all over the place. I'm ex-Navy. But I will not be held back by my past. I use my past as a platform to bounce, to go forward. You see, letting go really means to be honest with yourself, remembering those people who have passed, those in your life who have passed away, and honor the memory. If you didn't like somebody, think about why you didn't like that person. Did they remind you of some of the things that you don't like or you've experienced and that other person reminded you of it? Did you learn to live past that? Did you learn to mature, grow? Did you learn to say, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have really resolved this issue? I got dragged off my bicycle when I was a child living in England by two big black Labradors. I wasn't hurt, but I was scared to the very core of my being. I was dragged down the street because they got hold of my pants and they were dragging. Trousers in England, pants in America. And I had aversion to black dogs ever since. I can't walk down the street with a dog. If I see a black dog, I have to take a 10-mile detour to come back another 100 for it. I just can't walk past a black dog. Well, I should say I couldn't. Now I can. Because I realised I was letting the past hold me in fear. This is what people are afraid of, facing their fears. Facing, what if my loved one dies? What if this happens to me? What happens if that happens to you? Or whatever. What are you going to do about it? You can't change their life as in that is their time to pass. You can only make it memorable in a positive way, doing the best you can for that time. Remember that time my friend Lee, who was quadriplegic, came into the store? The first time I saw, he was coming in with a wife and two beautiful children. One of these quadriplegic chairs, all automatic things, just control it with thumb and finger. I watched him a couple of times and I thought, hang on a minute. And I was a cashier on Express. And I went over to him and I called him, you lazy son of a, and swore a few times. Told his wife to leave and kids. That gentleman died 3 months later. But what he left me was, thank you for treating me as a whole person, as a man. You didn't see the chair. You didn't see my disability. You saw me as a whole person. I let go of the stigma, seeing somebody that's supposed to be crippled or infirmed or disabled and all the other negative terminology. My folks were pioneers in their day, changing the terminology of spastic, retards, subnormals to people with social and physical needs. You call somebody subnormal in front of my parents, my mother would flip. You didn't say that. See, they let go. They became more human. They became more empathic, more caring. This is what life's about, teaching you how to care for yourself and how you would like to be treated by other people. But you've got to treat other people like yourself. You see, life has limitations because all your peers and your social circles say, oh, you've got to do it this way, you've got to do it that way. No, you haven't got to do anything. Or you become a social outcast. Excuse me. I'll not be an outcast because I'm not in. I live my life my way, the way I feel happy. I'm happy doing what I do. I help people understand about continuance of the spirit after the change called death. I'm a medium. I am an international evidential medium and psychic. And my show, Dare to Dream, is all about spirit. Not just mine, but yours, because we're all connected. That energy I was talking about that activates our bodies, it's on everything, in everything. We all pray to something, good or bad. And you've got to have good and bad, but it's not evil and it's not good because they're all balancing each other out. Because you can't have the yin without the yang. You can't have light without the dark. Because how would it be light if you can't compare it to something? You know you don't like the dark. Well, because dark tends to be something that's in the dark that you don't like. It's called you don't know. How can you be afraid of something in the dark if you don't know what it is? I used to be scared of the dark when I was a kid. Really, I had nightmares. I had a light on at the bedside table. Oh, I was scared of the dark. Because I saw too many things in the dark. But it trained me to be what I am today. I could see spirit. Now I love the dark. I love being informed by the dark because dark is knowledge. Light is giving of knowledge. That's my twist on it. And it helps other people. I do meditation looking into the dark, the black, going into the black, let it absorb, go through me, helps calm my mind. I have to get my teeth sorted as well. But you see, in all seriousness, I allow the black and white to be balanced because I have let things go to a point it doesn't bother me. Your opinion doesn't bother me. My opinion doesn't bother you. If you don't want it to. Because going solo means standing up for yourself. This is why we have this show. Well, I asked to have this show. And my friend Cece, the host, she's fantastic. She allows me to talk about spiritual. Because it's important that you know that you're never alone. You have control over the spirit that can visit you if you so allow. If your heart is definitely set against visitors of spirit, you just say it, but you've got to speak it. They can't harm you. It's all psychological. But if you go more into the spiritual realm and work with spirit, like a lot of mediums I know, we've experienced the negative as well as the positive sides, because it can happen. But it's because we allow. I used to dabble in all sorts of things because I had to learn to be able to say, I don't like that. The knowledge was dark, but I had to find out what it's about. Okay, I've experienced it. I don't want it anymore. My heart is definitely in the light. I treat it with respect as much as I treat the dark with respect. Because when somebody disappears from your heart, were they there in the first place? Truly. Did you love somebody that much that when they passed, your heart aches? Then they're truly in your heart. But you never forget it. It eases. It can take a minute, month, year, millennia, or your life before you get over it. If you get over it, the loss of a loved one. But you've got to honor that memory of your loved one. Because we are the caretakers of our past and all those people that came into your life, all those animals that came into your life, or situations. We're the caretakers. I want to tell you about some of the things that happened to me. You want to share some of the things, please do so. You can contact me. I would love you to do so. Now, if you want to contact me, you can do it by email to amedium77@gmail.com. Send me a text. I will actually do readings if you want. I'll give you all the details later in the email. Or you can phone me on 352-409-1060. Leave a voice message, and I do live in Florida, USA. But if you want to read it, let me know. Because I'm here to help you and also help myself as well. I like to learn about people. I like to learn about life. I want to soak in as much information as I can, because when I pass and I become more spirit, I want to help people down on this planet. I want to say, hey, I've been there, done that, so I know what to do to help this person. I'd rather do it on this earth before I go. It's called spirit having a human experience. Are you being honest with yourself? Are you living your life to the best of your ability? Are you letting go what other people have told you can and can't do? When you know in your guts what you want to do is true, it's honorable. You have to stand up on your own. You have to go solo. In fact, I'm going to do a show on that. But you see, all this stuff behind me, I've said before, it's all from my past, all those that love me. Apart from the picture there, I did that one. Tower Bridge, London, when I was in the Navy, opposite HMS Trafalgar. Oh, Belfast, my apologies, HMS Belfast. The light's on it, but it's Tower Bridge. You see, this is my past and I use it to the best of my ability. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. But this is me having my own spirit, having a human experience. Each of us have to go through this. We have to let go of the physical. You can't take the physical with you when you become spirit. Sorry, you just take the memory. You just take the experiences. And if they're good, you're going to have a fantastic time. If they're bad, you're going to have to go, hang on, I'm going to have to redo this and get it right and come back again. That's my belief anyway. I know I've had a few past lives. This is supposed to be my last one because I've become more of a teacher on my last stage of being on this earth. And I'm proud of it, but not ego. I'm proud that everything my mum taught me, my father taught me, all my friends taught me, the mediums I've met, the psychics I've met, the gurus I've met, the yogas, angel card readers, tarot card readers, crystal ball, whatever. I love you all and thank you for teaching me something I didn't know. And I'm hoping that by these shows, the Dare to Dream show, it's about you bettering yourself. Don't think, oh, I'm better than you. No, it's not like that. Think about it. We'll be taking a break shortly, for a minute or two, but we'll be back and I'll tell you a little bit more about letting go. Thank you. Welcome back, my friends. If you saw that adverts there, there's so many different varieties of things that you can find out and join in. In fact, maybe becoming a host yourself. Contact the CC and go inside the network and make inquiries. I don't normally have people coming on my shows, but you can if you wish for a reading, a little reading in the text, the chat room. I can just do a demonstration. If you want more in depth, then you have to contact me. But I'm your host of Dare to Dream, Graham Williamson, International Intuitive, Evidential Medium, and Psychic. I've been doing this a very long time, 65 years. I found out I could talk to spirit when I was 3. It changed my life. I've been the quiet one in my family. I'm the black sheep in my family. I'm happy being who I am in my family. But I've also touched a lot of people spiritually, emotionally. Somehow I'm always happy even when I'm miserable. Think about it. It takes a lot of do. But you see, I quit worrying about what people think of me. I don't follow everybody else's path. I am a solo person with my spirit guidance. I have my wife who's in my heart, my daughters and my son, my grandkids, They're in my heart all the time. My very good friends, they're in my heart. And I know one day I will be passing. But I want to say, I enjoy every single day of my life having people that I love, sharing their lives with me. Also, the animals that have been in my life. We all know what it's like to love a dog or a cat or whatever, and they go. Their lives are condensed far stronger than ours. Like a dog, was it 7 or 9 years to every one of ours? Most dogs live on average 10 to 12 years, 15 years. 7 times that, it's a long time. And they do pass away. It's how they pass away. Are you going to help them have a good time to the very last moment of their lives? But don't think about just the animal side. Think about the human. Are you going to celebrate their life? Those loved ones that you've got who are ill, who are dying, or have been injured and are dying. Are you going to say, oh no, get up, I can't handle this. No. And then you live a lifetime of regret. I've been to my brother-in-law after a tragic accident he never recovered from, and he passed. But my wife and myself and his family members, we got there before he passed. And I promised him things. He knows what my promises are, and I intend to keep them. Because I know he can listen. I know he can still see. I know he can interact. Like my friend who passed on a Sunday, the first Sunday of the year. I know that they know I'm going to do my best in memory of them. I'm not going to let them go into oblivion. I'm going to let myself go and stop holding on to the negative. Think about it. Are you going to hold them back, be miserable the rest of your life because they've gone? Oh, you don't understand, it was the apple of my eye. No. When you love somebody and that person passes, think about the joy that you have shared up until that time that they passed. Remember those things. Remember the time you met. Remember what made you fall in love with them. Enjoy that moment, because not everybody falls in love with somebody. There's a lot of people out there that don't know what love is. Life is doing the best you can for you and for others. Yeah, thanks, Ray. You've got to let the negative stay there, but you live in the good, the positive. It's not about living up in fairyland and, oh, I'm with spirit up there. No, keeping your feet grounded. You are spirit having a human experience, not spirit having a spirit experience. You do that when you pass. I'm not rushing my time to pass, but I know my health would increase. Be a lot better when I pass, because I don't have to worry about diet, drink, health issues. My spirit will be completely intact. I'm experiencing the health issues because my body is made that way for me to experience certain things. Not all of it's pleasant, but life's what you make it. We celebrate Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Day. But let me tell you something. I do that every morning. I celebrate Easter because I arose out of my bed. I got up. I'm thankful I got up. That's my present, my life. And the new year part is my resolution is to do better today. Not tomorrow, today, now. Let go of the negativity. Let go of the person whose physical form has died. Embrace the spirit. Embrace the love that you shared, the experiences you shared, the happiness you shared. Life's about making the best of it. It's not living rose-colored glasses. You imagine coming out of a church and looking down a barrel of Colt 45? That happened to me in Turkey. I was stripped of everything. I had to beg to keep my underwear. And the police said later, "What did the guy look like?" I said, "I can describe the barrel of that Colt 45 because he had the trigger cocked. I could see daylight behind the bullet." So I don't know what the guy looked like. I was concentrating, this is my type. Evidently it wasn't. But I still love the country, Turkey. I'm not letting one incident ruin my enjoyment of that place. I had a bomb that should have gone off. Been in that car accident. You see, I let go of that negative stuff. I've experienced it. I survived. Why? To do better. You are listening to this because evidently my message touches your spirit. That's why you came in to watch. No matter what negativity comes to you, think about how can it become negative without a positive. Every negative, when looked at, can become a positive. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, the pain I'm feeling." Do you know what pain means normally when it affects your heart on situations of loved ones passing? Your heart's telling you, "I'm healing." If you felt no pain, there's nothing affected. Nothing happened to your heart. You had no true feeling. I feel the ache when my mum passed, when my father passed. All those I've loved have passed. But it was the ache of letting go. Because their memories are in my heart and in my spirit. I remember so much with all those people I've loved. I can look back and say, I did the best I could with them. Some I wasn't very good at, and I've apologized. Because you've got to take ownership for the good and the bad that you do in life. Can you face all those things that you've done wrong and say, "Yep, I was an idiot there," or "I didn't understand"? And if you did understand, why did you do them? Letting go encompasses all this. This new year is now the 11th of January 2023. We've had our first full moon. It's fantastic to look at the moon. The cycles it shows. I take hundreds, thousands of pictures of the moon. Don't ask me why, I just enjoy it. I've got loads of pictures saved. So when people say, "What did Graham do?" "Oh, look at all these pictures of the moon." Why did he do that? Because I look up, not down. I see the light in the dark. I see the positive, not the negative. The moon is my positive. In the daytime, I've survived. I said, "Hey, I've done it again. I've got another chance." I'm letting go of the negative. That was yesterday or a minute before, whatever it is. I'm not perfect. I have mistakes. I make screw-ups, and I'm the first one to say, I make big screw-ups. I don't belittle them. I try to learn from them. And I don't like the word try, but I do use the word try in this case because I'm not successful in doing better because I'm human. I'm doing my best as I think about it, which isn't very good. But when I listen to my heart, it flows. Something good comes out of it. I'm not saying what it is because I don't know. It's just it makes me feel better when I've realized I've let it go. I've let the negative go. My friend who can't do the show with me today, the one who's making comments, Ray, it's been funny because her life is being changed around, but she's still able to smile, still able to say, "I'm doing it." And she was trying to get me to sing that song, "Let It Go," for over a year. I'm terrible at singing, but I can have a laugh at it. It makes us both laugh, and all the friends that know us. He's going to sing one day. He's going to sing one day. Heck no, I can't sing. The word singing and me are totally opposite poles. Okay, but I enjoy the fun it gives my friends because I'm letting it go. This is Going Solo Media on WGSN-DB Going Solo Network and Radio, TV and podcasts. I'm your host of, I'm going a bit too quick for CC today. WGSN-DB Going Solo Network, Radio, TV, podcast, #1 Internet Talk and Network. We're doing phenomenal. We're in the 2 million bracket now of contacting people. And this is my show, Dare to Dream, host Graham Williamson, international, intuitive, medical. I can't even say it now, I'm just making the laugh. Intuitive, evidential medium, and psychic. You see, this is what fun's about. I'm an individual that loves working with spirit, but I can't do it on my own. I need you to be my yin and yang. If you want to ask me a question, as I said, please contact me on my email, medium77@gmail.com. The text, I can do readings privately. You can arrange stuff, up to you. Or you can call me on 352-409-1060. Leave a voice message because I won't answer otherwise. Again, I'm in Florida, USA. I would love to do readings and help you, or classes, or intuitive. Just to help you learn about yourself, your gifts. I don't know what my gifts are, and I've been doing this for a very long time, most of my life. I don't know what I can do, but I don't say I can't do it until I've tried. And then I find out I have to try again a different way, and a different way, until something works. Because I'm not, how's it called? I don't have the limitation. Oh, I'm just a medium. Oh, I'm just a psychic. I can do medical intuitive. I can do clairvoyance, clairaudience. I can do dowsing, crystal ball, palm reading, tea leaves. You name it, I can do it. Why? Because I wanted to learn. I wanted all these aspects in my life. I let go of the barrier. I'm not just a psychic. Everybody's a psychic in some degree. This is my opinion. But not everybody's a medium. And only mediums can talk with your spirit loved ones. But psychics can help you find yourself. Spirit mediums help you find your loved ones and reconnect you. That's the beauty of spirit having a human experience. Because we're all connected. We're all human having an experience. We're all spirit doing the same thing. This is why I love doing my show, Dare to Dream. This is why my email's here, medium77@gmail.com. For you, if you want to contact me, or the phone 352-409-1060, leave a voice message. I will be back, what day is it? Next, I think it's the 25th of January at 6 p.m. Yep. Thanks, Cece. You see, I don't plan what I'm going to tell you on my shows. I normally, day before, even 2 days before, have a topic comes up from my guts. Letting go is a serious business. And you can answer that the correct way, your way. I'm just showing you different ways of how letting go can help you find yourself. And I want to thank you for coming and joining me today. Please like, share, and comment, and subscribe to Solo Media, Going Solo Media. I mean, there's so many topics, so many hosts with the different ways of communication. And it's not going on your own, it's standing up with other people. As the advert showed. We love you coming in and sharing our shows. We're here for you. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for listening. And thank you for the comments, my friend. I'll get back to you later. And thank you, Cece. And I think that's about it for today. As I say, I'm your host of Dare to Dream, Graham Williamson, international intuitive, evidential medium and psychic. OngoingSoloMedia.com.